Welcome to the first tutorial on how to use the Olympia Symphony website. In this one we'll work on logging in and some of the basics of WordPress. The first thing you want to do to log in is go to your website, and up in the URL bar up here we're going to want to go to the WordPress admin area. So if I click in the address bar up here, make sure to click and not just have it highlight. Often when you first click, it'll highlight the whole word, and then when you start typing, it'll delete it all. But we're just going to click and we're going to hit slash, and then we're going to do wp-admin and hit return or enter, whichever works. And normally then it would take you to a screen that would show you how to ask for your username and your password, which you have made. And of course I just logged in already, so it just logged me right in. But the first place it takes you to is the dashboard, and it just has some general things about WordPress here. And the most important part is this menu on the left. For Olympia Symphony, the key things to know are the pages, the events, and the posts. Those are kind of the three key areas that you'll be dealing with. Let's just go to, for example, a page and say we need to make an update. So I'll go to all pages, and then I'll look at, let's say, for instance, go to donors and contributors, and maybe I need to add somebody. So I'm going to hit edit, and here I am in the main WordPress editing window. In this window there are two modes to look at. One is over here called the visual tab, and the other is called the text tab. In the text tab, you're looking at a text view of the contents of the post or page, as well as some of the HTML formatting. Here you can see strong, legacy sponsors, end strong. That's telling you that that is bold. Sometimes it's useful to go to this area to see what the heck's going on if things are all cattywampus. But for the most part, you'll be working in the visual editor. So in that case, then this works pretty much like any other Word-based document. You have some options up here for formatting, but because this is web-based, the formatting is very limited because we want to make sure that it is cross-platform for all the different types of browsers and all the different kinds of computers that are looking at this website. But if you wanted to make a change, you can just highlight and delete and add in new text. If you wanted to make something a heading, for instance, this here is a heading, I would just highlight the text, and in this section right here, I would pull this menu down and I could change it from paragraph to heading 1. Those are really kind of the only two that we're really using. Heading 2, 3, 4, 5, they're just the same style of font, but a little bit smaller. And then paragraph is just the main paragraph. The heading font, as you can see here, it just looks like bold text, but when you get to your site, it'll be in the nice scrolly font. One other thing you should know is when you first open your WordPress, it'll probably show up like this with a limited set of tools at the top. And this little tool right over here is the one that you can use in order to add more features, and it's called the kitchen sink. So if you click on it, you can have more options. There's a handy undo button and erase. These ones are in order to paste as plain text or paste from Word. So if you have a bunch of formatted text that you've done in Word, sometimes it's simplest to paste it as plain text to remove the formatting, or if you want to try and preserve some of the formatting, let's say you've done some italics or some bolding, you can paste it from Word and it'll try and bring it in to the best of its ability. This particular layout is set up in tables. That's how we're doing these columns here. So if you need to do any editing across the tables, that's a little bit trickier of a venture, but you should be able to kind of see how things are working here in this view. And I'm just going to hit update. After every time you make a change on the website, you want to make sure to hit update over on this side over here. Well, I guess I should go to a couple more things while we're here. The title of the page shows up right up here. And then if you wanted to add a picture, let's say we had a picture of one of these donors we wanted to add, I can use this button up here called Add Media. So I want to click that, and if it's an image that's already uploaded, I can just click on it and insert it into the page, or I can use the upload feature here, and I can use this to just select the image from my computer or drag and drop. And then once you've selected the image that you want to use, over here on the side there's some options for putting a caption below the image and aligning the photo so that it is either to the left or to the right of the text and have the text wrap around it. You can also have the image be a smaller size. If you wanted just a little thumbnail image, you could choose. It automatically makes a variety of sizes for you when it uploads images. And if you wanted the image to link to somewhere specific, let's say it was a picture of the country club and you were going to have an event there, you could change that right here. If you wanted to link to the country club, you would just paste that address right here and say link to custom URL. And once you did all that, you would say insert into page. And now notice how that's a really large photo. Let's say we wanted to make it a little smaller. If I clicked on it here once, and notice how it kind of turns a little blue, and we have two new little icons over here. One is the delete and the other is edit image. If I hit the edit image, I have the same things here. I can add the caption, I can update the link, and here I can decide if it's left or right justified, and I can also shrink the image a little bit. So now it's much smaller, although it's still pretty big, so maybe I'm going to do that one more time. So now that's a much better size image. But I really don't want that here, so I'm going to hit delete. And I'm going to hit update. And I think that's it. So that should give you a good tour on how to get started in using WordPress. Stay tuned for the next one.